Next, let us look at leadership styles. There are different styles of leadership and they can be classified on the basis of the use of authority, that is, how the leader uses his or her leadership authority. Leadership can be classified into one of the three basic styles. There are autocratic or authoritarian leaders, there are democratic or participative leaders, and there are laissez faire or free rein leaders. Let us look at each of these styles in a little detail. An autocratic or authoritarian leader gives orders and expects the subordinates to obey the orders without questioning. Communication is one way from the leader to the subordinates, which means that the leader does not actively seek inputs from the followers. The leader is resistant to change or contradiction, which means that the leader may believe that he or she is perfectly correct. The leader uses reward and punishment or fear to ensure compliance. People follow orders mostly because they are afraid or because they do not have an option not to follow. This type of leadership is effective in situations which require a lot of discipline. This is suitable in situations requiring quick decision making and high levels of productivity, where the main requirement is for the workers to follow the given instructions exactly, such as in a factory setting. And this style of leadership is also used in the armed forces, like the army, the navy, or the air force, where orders are given and they are expected to be followed. Democratic or participative leaders involve the subordinates in the decision making and the action planning process. The leader encourages participation and values the opinions of the others in the team. This style of leadership believes that people perform best when they set their own objectives. Democratic or participatory leadership fosters a supportive environment. The subordinates are motivated to achieve organizational objectives on their own because they want to and not because they are afraid. This style of leadership uses the collective strength of the group to exercise control. Because remember, the decisions and the plans were made with the inputs of the entire group. So the entire group will ensure that the plans are followed. Laissez faire is a French word. It is pronounced as laissez faire, and this is also called free rein leadership. A rein is a rope that is used to control animals like horses, which restricts the independence of the animals. Free rein essentially means no restrictions. In the context of leadership, free rein means a high degree of independence. A laissez faire or a free rein leader uses power minimally and allows the followers a high degree of independence. Subordinates are responsible for setting their own objectives and resolving issues. The leader provides support and the necessary information, but does not interfere in the normal work process. This style of leadership is suitable for groups that are self-motivated and capable of working independently, who do not need active supervision. The subordinates are mature enough to assume full responsibility for their own work. To summarize these three styles of leadership, autocratic leaders exercise maximum authority, and the leader takes all the decisions without any input from the team members. Democratic leaders exercise a medium level of authority, and while the decisions are still taken by the leader, he or she will include the team members in the decision making process by asking for their inputs. And laissez faire leaders exercise a minimum authority and allow the team members the maximum level of independence, allowing them to set their own goals or take their own decisions independently. Typically, in an organization, you can see authoritarian leadership may be used by the operational managers who give orders and expect the workers to follow the orders. The middle-level managers typically use democratic leadership, and the top management uses laissez faire leadership, because the top management is dealing with very mature individuals who are capable of taking their own decisions and they will take ownership of their own work. Coming to flexibility in leadership styles, leaders may or rather must adopt a combination of these three styles depending on the situation. Even laissez faire leaders may impose certain rules, and even democratic leaders may take independent decisions like autocratic leaders in emergency situations. This flexibility ensures that the leadership style of the managers is adapted to the needs of the situation and the needs of the team.